because this is plain, but nobody's likely to manipulate anything here. So, unfortunately,
from the monitors,
we're not there.
Yeah, from the monitors, we can see that Imo State appears ready. So let's get right to Imo State and see what they've got for us now.
Please, can you just show us Ikeduru? Madam, show us Ikeduru. Can you show us Ikeduru, madam? Excuse me, madam. Show us Ikeduru. It's only simple. Tell the person doing it to show us. Ikeduru, the end, the totals. Go to the end. Total valid votes, 2648 what? 7, yes. 710, and then 2719. Is this 6 or 7? This man should write it well. Yes. Dr. Fred Eke. Is this here? Yes, 27197. Played with 6 or 7. Where is he? Thank you, Professor AC. Just stand, sit down, let them speak. Observations. When these observations come from the same people, you seem to know what they want to say, and then there will be no need. The man in black.
Dr. Fabian Ekweme, DPP agent. It's just a very simple observation because the collation officer did accept that there was overvoting in the local government. And the law is very clear on that. And I have to read.
I don't think there's any need reminding us. You just want to waste our time. I told him to write overvoting, and the law will take its course.
Okay, sir. Well, it's okay, sir.
Remember, the law is a consequence of some other thing.
I know, sir.
That thing you want to read is a consequence of some other thing.
Okay, sir.
Wait until you get there.
Okay, sir.
If at the end of the point, when you get there, and the consequence does not come for what you want to say, there will be no need.
Okay, sir. I just wanted to
remind us. We also know. Everybody knows.
Okay, sir. No problem.
See,
no, it's okay. I rest my case.
Stand up to say what we seem to know.
But I just wanted to place
it. It's okay.
I just wanted to place it on record, sir. On record.
That you spoke.
Okay, sir.
Please give him. You want to place on record that you wasted some time. Give him. Don't think we are dullards. We know what we are doing here.
I remain Mazi Chukwemeka Elias.
Mazi, very soon we'll ignore you.
Thank you.
Continue.
Though I'm not here to contest the result again. If I feel like it, I will go to court. But what I want to observe is all the collation officers have been mentioning a particular party. They said CAC. There is no party called CAC. That party is C for C. So let them look at it very well. That's my observation.
Please go there. Madam, go there. Let's see. No, don't block it. Yes, read that number. Is it C4C? But why 4 there? They should say CFC. Well, that thing has been there. During the presidential election, it appeared that way. During the presidential election, it appeared that way. And it's there. Provided they count your votes. That's what I'm interested in here. Thank you. Now, what's the local government? Okay, you didn't have any answer. Call another one.
It's the collation officer
yes,
for...
already said it. Bring your EC40G. The one you talked about, violence, 500, 300, and the rest of them. We were waiting.
Wangele local government.
Yes.
Collation officer from Wangele local government.
For what?
Wangele.
Wangele.
Dr. Aloysius Okpogba. If you're here, please come forward.
After 2 minutes.
And then the electoral officer from Wangele, Mrs. Teresa.
No, just anyone you call, wait for 2 minutes. If they don't come out, you call the next one.
Ore Municipal, Professor Daniel Sinjoku, alongside your electoral officer,
Yes.
Mr. Noel Ikenna. Please step forward.
Yes, Professor, please introduce yourself, and we don't care about whether it's morning or night as you're looking at your watch.
Good evening, everybody.
Thank you. Good evening.
I am Professor Dan Chikerenjoku of Federal University of Technology, Owerri. I was the collation/returning officer for Owerri Municipal Council. The Owerri Municipal Council is made up of 11.
Please, madam, it's not Wangele. Wangele didn't come out. Let's be sure.
Okay, sir.
No.
Sorry, sir. I was saying that it's made up.
Don't worry. Just say your own.
Okay,
is
sir.
It the same as Owerri Urban?
Owerri Municipal.
It's not Owerri Urban. Which one is Owerri Urban? Eric.
It's okay.
It's not there.
That's what I'm saying. Owerri Municipal, please, for consistency. Please, what? Excuse me. Oh, you can't change it.
Please, sir. Look at the form you completed. What is there?
Please.
It's Owerri Municipal. So Owerri Municipal. So please, can I proceed?
But it's stamped. Have you stamped that?
Yeah.
Did you stamp that form? Oh, that one came from the Excel.
So it's made up of Aladema.
Excuse me, 1 minute.
1.
1 minute.
Aladema.
1 minute. Rec, in your understanding, what is it? Owerri Municipal? Is it Owerri Urban?
Please, what we have in our records and directories is Owerri Municipal.
And what's the number on the list?
The exact number.
25. Madam? What's the LG code? Yes. Yes, but the name I'm seeing is Owerri Urban. Urban Municipal.
Hello, we are not in doubt. For consistency, what we use is Owerri Municipal in all our records. So we are not in doubt, but it's for them to correct it, please.
Well, in this meeting, we recognize the coup code is 25. Since we have 25 and we have 25, let's listen to the results of local government 25. Thank you.
That's the Independent National Electoral Commission's Collation Center in Owerri, the Imo State capital, and the collation for the Imo State results, governorship election results, is going on now. However, we wish to inform you that moments ago we were with Ogun State before we went to Imo, but for now Ogun State is going on a 30-minute recess, and they'll be returning at about midnight for the final announcement of the governorship election results in Ogun State. Therefore, at the moment, we will be staying with Imo State until it's time to go back to Ogun State for the announcement of the final results. But for now, as you can see on the split screen here, it is Imo State where a little bit of drama seems to be playing out, but it appears the chief returning officer has the situation well in hand.
Well, indeed it is, and well, you just, you know, like I said, you'll expect scenarios like this to come up and at every point in time, but it now behoves on the, returning officers, regarding each state to now, like I said, handle the situation in a way that it doesn't spill into something that we wouldn't want to see. So we just have to keep our fingers crossed.
Well, Dr. Eswola, I mean, going by what we are seeing in the collation centers, that we've seen Ogun State, we've seen Imo State. Why do we have to go through all the stress of inputting a results manually, and then, of course, it's been dragging on for so long?
You know, I used the word confusion the other time. I was apologetic as first, but the second one has gone to confirm that I wasn't wrong using the word confusion. Honestly, I don't know why, at this level of global technological development, we have to continue with this manual handwriting for handwriting, pen for paper, recording of election. Is a big shame. And of course, it speaks to the preparation also. When you turn a public affair, live issue, to a place where you have to correct names, whether it is municipal or it is urban, and then somebody is shouting, somebody is down, and another person is called CAC, C4C. I mean, it shows... it puts a very big question mark on the preparation. I think we should learn something from this at the national level.
Well, Mr. Jijola,
we can do it better.
You are the one who is usually at collation centers, and you have first-hand experience of things like these. So what exactly would we say is responsible for the kind of confusion that we are seeing going on here?
Well, also like you said earlier, I think the challenge has to do with the fact that it's a manual process. And once it's a manual process, it's more liable to human error because it has inputs and output. And, if you do a summation on an Excel sheet, which is an automatic process, it's never going to be wrong, right? If you have 10, 10, 10, and then you do the figure, it's good. So the only place an error comes in that situation is if you enter the wrong amount for somebody. But in this case, you could, first of all, write the wrong figure. For example, if you are tired and something, and then you're supposed to write 10, you write 100, it could happen mistake. Then the second problem is that you could add it wrongly, So these are the things that would create this challenge. And like you said, I think that for me, this should be the last election that we do collation in this way.
All right, you've observed the electoral process, the collation and final announcement of results in Lagos.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the resident electoral commissioner in Imo State is about to announce.
The professor was sitting down there, and 1, 2, 3, more than 5 other local governments have come.
It's all right,
you didn't hear that.
No problem. Sorry, sir. Let me go straight to the results. Yes, sir. The number of accredited voters.
Start again. Tell us the number of registered voters.
The number of registered voters is 119 377. 372. And the number
read the
of...
number again. You said 377, 372. We don't know what you mean.
I'll take it again, sir. 119372.
Go on.
Thank you, sir. The number of accredited voters, 17899. And here are the performance of the various political parties.
Sorry, please, can you help me to fold this paper so that we don't have it?
Yes. The political party A, yes, 17,899. Sorry, sir. 205. No, please, let me take it this way. Please, don't worry. I read it while it is spread, please.
You cannot get it. You fail some of them. You cannot get it. All right. He likes you going the long way. Let's listen to him.
Yes. A, the total votes for Party A is 205. AA is 2617. For Party AAC is 96. AAP 9. ABP 11. ACD 6. ACPN 5. AD 15. ADC 10. ADP 16. AGE AGA 37. AGAP 18. ANBP 11.
All right, you can see that one of the collation officers is already reeling out his own results. But apparently, there are still some reconciliation that have to be done. Initially, the resident electoral commissioner took the mic, and so it appeared that he was going to give some results, so we thought, but then apparently they're going to be reconciling. They're going to have a lot of reconciling to do. We're going to have to wait it out and see it for ourselves. And when the final collation is done, you're going to see it live on Channels TV. We're hooked up to them right there in Imo State. And you would also see the results as we see it here live on Channels Television. But back in the studio, Mr. Ajijola, I wanted you to talk about your experience in Lagos today. Okay, yes, we can still say today because it's not yet 12 midnight. So you saw through an entire process from collation to the final announcement of results by the Lagos REC. Can you share your experience with us today? And when you do that, tell us the lessons you think we must learn based on what you saw today.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it was a relatively straightforward collation process. You know, many of the LGAs came in good time this morning, and we didn't have too many delays or too many breaks. In fact, we finished collation earlier this time than we did in 2015. Because 2015, it was in the evening, around, I think, 8 or 9 p.m. that the person was returned. today was around like 7 or so, although the compilation ended around like 6 or so, 5:30. Of course, there were some issues with some party agents that would raise complaints. They would have, I think a few things that stood out that you don't see every time was a little squabble or quarrel or misunderstanding between a couple of party agents that, they were really arguing and, complaining. And of course, this was settled by other party agents, and we had some representatives of the IPAC, that's the Inter-Party Advisory Council, so they kind of called them and asked them to cool down and all of that. That was a bit interesting. But also, I think people were free to make their observations. A few, I think a particular party agent made about 2 observations of cancellations that they were not very comfortable with the basis of the cancellations. But for me personally, and it's one of the things we always advise, that some of the mistakes the political parties they always make is that when you make an observation of something that you feel is not appropriate, you don't bring it up at the point of state collation, because the state collation is just for you to announce what happened earlier at the ward and the polling unit and all that. So what you should do is where it happened is where you make the report. So if, for example, you were in the ward and the ward has 15 polling units and 3 are cancelled, and you think that they are not cancelled within the guidelines of INEC, and there are certain conditions for cancelling, but there are certain situations where you cannot. So if you think that the cancellation was outside the guidelines, then you have to make that, or it's advisable at that level. Yeah. Yes, because at that point, you can still influence the situation and they can look into it. But when the result has gotten to the state and it has been accepted at the ward, because once it is written in the result sheet and you sign, or anybody signs, even if this party doesn't sign, but if another one signs, it's nothing anybody can do anymore.
All right, we need to take a short break now. Okay. We'll continue this conversation in a moment. Okay. Join us again.